Kelly. I'm going to lead on from what we just did before our little break there. So we've already done the unconscious casualty, our primary survey, and our alertness of the casualties. So let's have a wee recap on the old primary survey. So what was D?
Checking for danger.
Checking for danger. Good. What kind of things are involved in that?
Check the surrounding area.
Checking the surrounding area.
Check there's no cables around.
Check there's no cables, anything that puts you or the casualty at any kind of risk. Okay? R. Response. How do we do that, Tom?
Just put our hands on the shoulders and we shake and speak to them.
It was a shake and shout, yeah? Are you alright? Yeah? Once we discover they are not responsive to us, what did we add in? There's a wee H in there.
Help.
Help. Because we obviously know they're not lying, they're sleeping. So we need to get some help in so we can find out exactly what's wrong with them. What's next? A. For airways. Okay, how do you do that? Head tilt, chin lift. How do you do a head tilt, chin lift? We just did it before the break. One hand.
2 fingers under the chin and tilt like that.
Good. Well done. Next. B. What was that? How do you do that?
Look, listen and feel.
Look, listen and feel for up to
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Excellent. So our last one was, if the casualty is not breathing normally, what's our next move? Right, no bother. How many of them did we do again?
Yeah.
Good. Right, what we're going to do next is, we're going to do, if they were breathing, okay, we need to go and call an ambulance. So we're going to move on now and we're going to do the recovery position. Okay, so I'm going to show you all first what we're going to do with the recovery position, and then we'll all do it, and then I'm going to get us to do it from either side, because depending on where you are sometimes in a room, there might not be room at the same side you always practiced on. So you need to be sure that you can do it from both sides. Right, so when we're doing our recovery position, they're lying on the ground. We want to make sure that we've done our airways, we've checked that they're breathing, head tilt, chin lift, they are breathing. Okay, we're going to put them in a recovery position, monitor their breathing, and phone the ambulance. Okay. Recovery position. So this is where an unconscious casualty whose airway is clear and who is breathing normally should be turned into a recovery position. This prevents the tongue falling back and the airway being blocked. Okay? It reduces the risk of any stomach contents being regurgitated and then them choking on it. Okay? You leave them in the recovery position for up to 30 minutes, but in this day and age, the ambulance recovery time is quite quick, and you probably not have to change them over after that. But you know yourself, you're lying on the same side for long enough, you get pins and needles. Yeah, we don't want that. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. If your eyes can stand in a semicircle over here, so you're all seeing me. I'm going to borrow one of you as a candidate to help me out here for this. Good, good, well done, Neil.
No problem.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the recovery position. Then I'm going to talk you through how I do it. Okay, then I'm going to ask you to do it. Yeah. So, you've done your airway, your breathing, the casualties are breathing, so the closest hand to you goes into the how position. Okay? You're going to take the hand furthest away from you, where possible, try and take the jewellery off, okay, because that will be stuck into the head, but for the purpose of this, we're going to leave it on for a second. Okay, you want to go palm to palm onto their cheek, okay? You need to keep this here, because if the casualty was unconscious and I let go, it would just fall away, okay? So you need to make sure that you keep your hands on it at all times. This hand up here, some people with a bigger bust or biceps might not be able to let their hand relax in that position, so don't force it into how I've said to do it, as long as it's up here out the way. You'll see why in a minute. So, hand to hand, cheek to cheek. You're going to take the outside of the knee, because we don't want to get too personal with them by grabbing the inside of the knee. So we're going to lift the outside of the knee. This is going to act as your lever. You're going to pull the casualty over towards you and bring the knee up. Open the airway where you can still check for breathing. Where possible, you're trying to aim for an elbow to elbow situation, so you know that they're far enough over, but again, depending on the size of the casualties, that might not work. If you could just roll back again for a minute, Neil, I'm going to do it a wee bit quicker. Closest to you there. Side knee. Right over. Bring that just down. Do you want to see it once more? Are we happy to try it? You want to have a try, right? Okay, Neil, if you come up, you can watch somebody else do it now. So if you come down and be the casualty, and Tom, if you come round, you can do it first, okay?
Hand up. Cross.
So just shuffle backwards, shuffle in, and then open up the airway. Good, well done. Right,
Okay.
swap about. Tom, if you go down, Neil, you can have a shot now because you never got
Okay.
to see it. This is how to in the how. Furthest away palm. Sit. Outside knee. And lever them over. Bring that knee up a wee bit, that's it. Open up the airway. Okay, from this position, if you just stay here for a second, Neil, from this position, how are you going to maintain checking for breathing?
Stay low. Neil, and then just can I keep your wheel on your straight?
Yep, so Neil, you can do it by using the side of your cheek, where possible,
Move
or,
your hand and
yep,
try and
back
do
of
it
your
with
hand. Yeah,
You still breathing? Yeah.
good. Right, now because you've had one shot, Neil, doing it one way, I'm going to ask you to whiz round and try it from the opposite side.
Great.
Always is a wee bit different, just to make sure that you always train from both sides. Pull them right over, shuffle back, knee up, and open airway. Excellent, well done. Right, okay, one more shot. So Kevin, Neil, if you pick the casualty for Kevin, Kevin's going to have his shot. Just remember when you're pulling them back, okay, make sure that once that knee's over, you bring it up a bit because it relieves the pressure on the chest. So bring it up. Good. Good. Well done. Right. We'll have a wee bit more practice of this in a second. If Neil, you just get up for just 2 seconds. What we did previously when we did our top to toe, what did we do with the pockets?
Check, yeah.
Had a little check their pockets, and if there was anything in them,
Take it out
Take it
somewhere
out.
safe.
make sure that we take them out somewhere safe and that we also have somebody preferably as a witness. Right? Why do we want to do that before we do that?
You don't want them leaning on. If you've got keys in their pockets,
Yeah, it's going to be even worse than having to change them after every 30 minutes. Right, we sit back down for a wee second. So we've done our recovery position. Before we do our recovery position, I said to we did our top to toe. Yeah, why are we doing our top to toe again?
Check for injuries.
Checking for any injuries, okay? Because it's that extra wee thing that we do just to make sure what can we find else wrong with this casualty before it goes forward from the ambulance. We leave them in the recovery position because it's the most comfortable position for us to go and phone an ambulance so that they don't regurgitate their stomach contents. Okay, so here's your wee pictures here. You're all very good at it now, so you know exactly what they're doing. Closest hand to you in the how position. Brings over the opposite hand. Keeps his hand in the same position. And then he uses the knee as a lever to pull him over where he makes them nice and comfortable. What we're going to add in now is, what do we do if they are face down when we come over to them? Okay. So, if they are face down and we can't alleviate whether they're breathing or not, what do you think we need to do? Turn them over. So we're going to go back over. I'm on another wee shot. And we're going to do our front to back. So, Eileen, if you can be my candidate this time. Lying on your tummy, just nice and relaxed. Okay. So, it's the same thing. I'm going to turn it over. And then I'm going to explain how I kind of turned it over, okay? Does it look easy enough? Yeah? Now it makes it a lot easier for me to go into a position to check for breathing to then carry on anything else, okay? Right, so if you roll over once more. So for that one, closest hip to your hand has to stay up, okay? Because if it was down, you're going to roll them onto the shoulder. So closest hand to you goes up. Furthest away hand, down the line of the body, because you need that to help as a lever. Make sure the head is turned in the direction that you're going to be turning the casualty. Because if our face was the other way, what's going to happen? Smudge nose. Yeah, okay? So head's facing the correct way. You're then going to take our shoulder, her wrist and hip, and you're going to pull her up onto her side. Use your knees as a wee bit of support. Make sure you take control of the head, because the head's obviously the heaviest part. When you roll all the way back down, it's not going to clatter off the floor. Bring the opposite hand down. The reason for that is it's easier if you're going to have an action for vomit, which we'll do later. Open up the airway, checking for breathing. Okay, once more, roll over onto your tummy. I'll show you once more. Closest hand to you up, down the side of the body. Turn the head in the direction you're going to go. Hand on hip and waist. Up onto the side, head. Shuffle back. Bring the hand down. Checking for your breathing. Yeah. Okay, Eileen, if you come up. Okay, Neil, if you lie on the ground. And Tom, you're going to turn Neil front to back. So if you come round this side so Eileen can see it from another angle. Good. Turn the head. Up onto the side. Catch the head. Good. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Arm down. Open the airway. Brilliant. Excellent. Neil, Tom, if you go down. Kevin, if you come and turn Neil, Tom. Good. Turn the head. Excellent. Over we go. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Excellent. Checking for breathing. Well done. Kevin, you stay down. Eileen, this is your turn now. You go up this side. You shuffle this way a wee bit, Kevin.
You
So
know,
you're a wee bit closer to me. I can see everything now.
Good.
Good, Eileen. Remember Johnny's head. Excellent. Shuffle him back. Up onto his side. Catch the head. Excellent. Bring them down. Excellent. Well done. Let's stand up. Just come back over here for a second. We'll move on to the next bit. Just clarify what we've just done there. Do you see now how it works? what we've kind of done, all our little bits are turning from front to back, our recovery position, our checking for breathing, our top to toe, to see how it all merges in now. Yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to leave it there, and we're going to have a wee break, and we're going to come back after the break, and we're going to do it all on the opposite side and take it on to the next phase. Okay? Any questions? 15